Hey guys, Soulord here, back in with another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Ahsoka Tano Padawan version. It's of course brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, and to my understanding, this is Clone Wars animated series Ahsoka Tano, right? This is not from the Ahsoka Tano TV series that's on Disney Plus, because I know she was Anakin's Padawan in the Clone Wars animated series, but I thought she was wearing white pants. Am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping, but either way, that's neither here nor there. This is essentially a reissue of the Walmart exclusive version of this character in very similar outfit. She might have had the white pants on that version, which, not gonna lie, that's the version I want, but, you know, take what you can get. I was able to pre-order this on Big and Bad Toy Store, and it came in just recently, so I didn't have to go through the rigmarole BS of trying to find it at Walmart, despite the fact that I guess my Walmart had it a couple of times, but I never really had the funds when she was hanging around, so you know, that's partially my fault. But what isn't my fault is that I don't have her Master Sky Guy. Old Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Foreskin. Hello. Either way, that was a Target exclusive. And that was back when Target exclusives were a pain in the butt to get a hold of. So, if anyone's got a line on one of those, let me know. I got the Obi-Wan. I didn't get either of the clones. I didn't get Echo, and I didn't get the pilot. And I didn't get the Walmart exclusive. Is it Commander Jesse? Jesse, is that you? So, yeah. Black Series, gotta tell you, if you do not appreciate the struggle of collecting, you know, any figure line, don't get into this one. Because almost everything good in this line is ridiculously hard to obtain unless you pre-order it the day it goes up, which I even did that for Asajj Ventress and got screwed out of that. So, you know, it's not fair, man. I have money, you have a thing, I give you money for that thing, you give me the thing, everyone's happy, just as Dan Larson said. So with that being said, let's cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Ahsoka Tano has to offer in terms of accessories. Not a lot, because it's Black Series, and they're not really known for that. So, she comes with two lightsabers. I assume this is the Padawan one, this very short one. Is this just a silver blade? What is this? I guess it is. I can't tell. Is that clear? Honestly, can't tell, but I'm trying to think. Did the Padawans just use, like, silver sticks? They didn't get lightsabers until they were done? This is definitely her saber, because you can see how much longer it is compared to this, but it should be worth noting that, like any Black Series lightsaber, you can pop the blade out. They seem to have made the pegs a little longer, and they do feel a little easier to pull out. And they don't wiggle as much on this figure. Let me try the other one, because I have Olo Sakura, one of the Jedi Council members, sitting here, and her lightsaber's a little bit more on the bobbly side. Yeah, it seems to me like they've fixed that, so that's a plus. I do appreciate that. Some of the removable lightsaber blades from past years have been a little weeble wobbly, so that's nice to see that they've improved that. But taking a look-see at Ahsoka Tano. Now, truth be told, I always thought she was pretty bussin'. It's all, I'm gonna have to crush on another cartoon character. So what if I do? You know? What do you want from me? I was a virgin once. Still am. Who said that? Either way, one thing I did notice, she's got the braid. The Padawan braid on the back of her head. Now, I know that's a thing with Padawans, but I didn't know this was hair. This is a big tentacle lump on the back of her head. Is this hair? Is this hair? I don't know. Somebody please inform me what's going on there. If I'm not mistaken, she is utilizing the same body buck as Asajj Ventress, especially in like the upper body, like the torso and the arms. Maybe the legs on Asajj were different, but excuse me. She does appear to be rocking similar parts, so it's nice that I get to mess around with some of those parts. Kind of screwed out of figure. But as far as articulation goes, she's got a, I want to say a double ball peg in the head. Doesn't get a ton of range because of her heracles. I don't know. Not much tilt, not much up and down, side to side. Nice, nice face paint. Pretty clean. Looks like, well, I think the live action one is Rosario Dawson, right? The animated one was voiced by Ashley Eckstein, who I don't know if she did any more voice work, but I liked her voice for Ahsoka. Her arms can go out to the side. I want to say more than that, but I guess not. She does have a butterfly joint, so if you're into that, she does get that. It moves a little bit. Rotate the arm all the way around. She does have a single elbow right here. There you go. Gives you a little bit more than 90, which I think is fair. I think she could have had doubles, but whatever. She does have very small arms, so you'd have to be careful with those anyways. She does have rotation there. She does have the proper hinge in the wrist for holding stuff, so that's cool. She's got wrist rotation as well. And then on this side, she's got more of an open hand, which I guess you can use to do the force, but it does come in handy getting her into double handed lightsaber poses. She's got a nice torso rocker there in the waist like a Mythic Legions would, but she gets pretty good crunch forward, pretty good crunch back, some decent tilt side to side and rotation, so that's nice. Hips can kick out pretty far, almost 90, back down, forward and back. She does have a thigh cut, swivel at the knee with a hinge, and then a swivel at the boot, surprisingly, with a hinge in the foot, and a rocker joint. Now, I will say, some of the joints on her are a little loose for my liking, especially in the knees, but she's not hard to stand. She's very petite, she's very light, so she's not going to have any trouble standing, but she does have little teeny feet, so be mindful of that. Give her a lightsaber here, but as far as I know, this is the third Ahsoka in the main line. You know, I'm not counting the Walmart exclusive one or, you know, the reissue of the Rebels one, but I have all the other Ahsokas, the Mandalorian Ahsoka and the one from Rebels. I actually think I have all the Rebels crew, but the what's the little droid called? Chopper. That was a Greg Weisman show, for those of you not in the know there. You know, that hits near and dear to me because of my beloved Gargoyles. But either way, Ahsoka's had a pretty decent presence in this line. I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's too little. I think it's appropriate. So, you know, that's good. It's good not to have an influx of the same character like another toy line out there from the same company, Marvel Legends. So, with that being said, it is time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Ahsoka Tano, Padawan version, alongside a couple other characters that made several appearances throughout the entirety of the Clone Wars animated series. We got General Grievous's Magna Guards. I know they hung out with Count Poo Poo, but I always viewed them more as Grievous's bodyguards over his. But yeah, I always tend to forget that the droid characters are freakishly tall compared to the human-esque characters. So there's that. He's also the only other figure I got from this current Black Series wave that has recently come out. And then we also have another character who, to my understanding, debuted in the Clone Wars animated series, and that's Cad Bane. Now, he's an oldie, but I assure you, he's a goodie, and we're going to be taking a look-see at him later this coming week, so stay tuned for that. Getting them out of here. Gotta be careful with some of these Black Series. They got a bunch of little teeny pieces you can knock off them sometimes, especially this Cad Bane. I don't want to knock his crazy cowboy hat off. That said, here she is alongside our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus, who she is absolutely freaking dwarfed by, like holy crap. And the infamous Okay, 11 Spawn, who she is even more dwarfed by. I mean, I know he's a 7-inch figure, but holy crap. Talk about petite, right? So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and despite the fact that I don't have her master Sky Guy, I have to say that good old Ahsoka Tano, Padawan version, that is a very fine addition to your Star Wars Black Series collection, especially if you're like me and after the characters from the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series. That said, I'm 99.98% sure this is from that series and not the Ahsoka Tano TV show, but please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, because I haven't watched Clone Wars in a while, and last I checked, Ahsoka had white pants, right? Or am I tripping? Either way, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.